We've been here for exactly 5 months now. Just want to give you a general life update on our move to France.
Yeah, how things are going, how we're adjusting.
We'll start with Isla. Isla's been doing really well. She's in a bilingual French-English school where she's been, especially more recently, picking up French vocabulary.
Yeah, she doesn't form sentences really yet, but she knows a lot of vocabulary. We're just working on verbs and
She can hear other kids saying things and understand what they're saying and tell me like what they're saying. Her pronunciation is getting pretty good.
yeah.
And she's been joking recently, thanks to mom, that her pronunciation is better than mine, which
It is.
it is.
She has the French R really good now. It's actually really impressive. So I'm proud of her for that. But she's making a lot of friends at school. We will run into friends at the park and things like that. They're always excited to see her. We had a birthday party for her where we invited kids from her class. So we also met some of the other parents. So that was really fun to see her get to play with the other kids and engage with them as well. Also, she's in ballet class. So she's been doing that every week and just had a Christmas performance, which was really, really cute. So nice to see her getting into extracurriculars and kind of building her own little community here as well.
As Isla's been making friends, we've been becoming friends with some of their parents as well. I don't know. Having kids, I think, is a cheat code like that. So we've been meeting parents from her school, some French, some not.
Yeah, it's a very international school. So there are definitely French parents, but we're finding a lot of sort of multicultural families or people also immigrants and expats like us.
We've also been making friends from social media. And these are generally other expats, other Americans who are here.
I think that's been kind of fun. You know, there's always the awkward sort of first date conversations trying to get to know people. But I've had coffee with a bunch of girls who've been really great. Some people that I met right when we moved and have been able to keep up those relationships. So it's been really nice. We actually hosted Thanksgiving with a couple of friends right when we moved into this place. And so we were still scrambling to figure everything out. But we hosted for, I think it was 8 people, 7 people. And we didn't do a turkey. I did like a braised short rib, but we had some other more quintessential Thanksgiving foods, and it was fun.
Yeah, we have to do more of those. But it's been fun, like getting to know other people. But it is like a first date with every single person that we're eating.
Yeah, like meeting new people is always like trying to figure out what you have in common or trying to figure out if you guys click. We were in LA for so long that we hadn't had to do that for so long. And we also really loved hosting at our place in LA. We'd always have a big Friendsgiving. So I think it's like a tradition that we're trying to keep up while we're here is building that friend group and hosting social activities.
One thing that's been a more of a bummer has been constant illness here, basically since September. There's been constantly somebody here has had a cold, which everybody else gets, and then for about 2 weeks there, I also had impetigo, which was gross and real fun to deal with.
I think it's a function of the fact that she's in school, so she's bringing all those germs home, and then inevitably I'll get it, and he will get it, and we'll just kind of pass it around in a circle. It's fun.
From what we can tell, is there's definitely things going around here in Europe. I've seen some of the other French YouTubers who are all sick right now. And then in your WhatsApp group, a lot of moms in Spain where just like half the school is out sick.
And it's also pretty common to move to a new country and spend the first 6 months to a year just going through the cycle of getting all of the illnesses that you have not built up immunity to, I think. I don't really know how it works, but it's not uncommon. So we know, hopefully, this will just build up our immunity even stronger than before.
We've also been taking the time to do some exploring and take some trips. We recently took a trip up to Paris for a weekend. Unfortunately, illness struck Isla right when we got there. And so we took turns staying at the Airbnb with her while the other went out and kind of explored on their own.
Yeah. It's about a 5-hour train ride to Paris, so it's really easy. I also took the train up to meet a friend who was visiting Paris just for a couple of days, which was really nice. Train travel has been, I think, our main mode of travel. We've hopped around to a couple of the other towns along the coast, Antibes, Villefranche, Cap d'Aille, and then we've also been to Monaco. We took the train to Monaco a week ago for the Christmas market to meet up with a friend, and that was really fun.
And you also took Isla to the aquarium in Monaco.
Ooh, that's a really good one. Yeah, she loves the aquarium, and we heard that it was really good. It was a French national holiday, so she had off from school. So I just decided to take her to the next country where it was not a national holiday and the aquarium was open.
It's been really fun exploring these other towns and cities nearby. And I think 2026, we're going to do a lot more of that and explore more countries outside of France now that we're, here in Europe.
I think hopefully we'll make it over to Italy sometime soon.
I've also been somewhat busy working on getting my business started up here in France. Had an initial appointment with immigration office where they tested my language skills, they did a medical checkup. They gave me just a lot of general information about resources available. And then I also have to do civics classes, learning about French values, French history, also a lot of the services that are available, learn about French Constitution and presidents and all this stuff. I'm halfway through that right now. I've done 2 of the 4 classes, but they're full day, just very thorough classes. But it's been fun and interesting, learning all that info. And then it's part of the business. I've also just, been getting that registered legally, getting tax stuff set up, getting a bank account set up, doing all this administrative work of getting a business started here. But I'm really hoping, we'll hit the ground running in 2026 and building the business here.
So we are 5 months in. Feels like we've settled in a decent amount. We found our, favorite spots to get croissants and coffee and produce and all of that. We've found our favorite spots to take Joey for walks and kind of gotten into a little bit of a routine, even though there's still a lot to learn. Any regrets? Anything you miss?
No regrets. I mean, we miss seeing friends and family and maybe specific restaurants or whatever in Los Angeles, but I think really I'm missing a lot of sports because of the time difference. And so a lot of it isn't played or broadcast until middle of the night here. So I'm watching a lot less sports, which might also be a good thing. With that, I guess I've been watching a little bit more European soccer, which is
Football. Yeah, same, family and friends, definitely. We have trips coming up in the new year to go visit for a friend's wedding and other celebrations. But I think that overall, moving here we did a lot of research coming here, and a lot of it sort of met expectations. A lot of it, I think, even sort of exceeded expectations. So while there are certainly challenges that we're facing, like getting sick all the time, it's been a really great experience so far. And I think we're really, really happy with our decision to come.
Great first 5 months. We'll see how 2026 treats us.